Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome back to Necessary Measures, the channel to help you build stronger connections with your kids. Now, I know I might say this every Friday, but in all seriousness, this is like one of my favorite topics this week. So strap on in and let's go ahead and get started. As you can tell from the title, let's go ahead and get into routines and how they're helpful, how it connects to building stronger connections with your kids, and what are my thoughts on routines and why you should use them. So what I used to think about routines is it's constricting and it doesn't allow you the freedom to, have fun with your day and just, be spontaneous. What I now know about routines is it allows you the flexibility to do all of that, which is something that I had to learn and kind of unlearn, that, routines are not restricting at all. If anything, when I did not have routines in place for myself, for my kids, if anything, it kind of made for a more chaotic day. Like I would feel like I didn't know what was going on. And in all honesty, it actually helps me, be able to be more productive with the kids. So it's been more helpful having routines than not. What I see from having routines in place is that the kids know what to expect. And actually that's helpful for the adults as well, because we know that after dinner time, we have like a little bit of, free time, which we disguise as like cleanup, or if it's game night, we'll do game night. But after that, their routine is to get ready for bed. So it's, showers, brush your teeth, get your jammies on, and then read a book. And they know that it's like their bodies already start adjusting to or transitioning to what's going to happen next. And I love it. It makes it easy for when we have help with the kids. Like, they're able to know that at a certain time, everybody's down. And like, in all honesty, it's not like, 8:30, they're all asleep. No. But 8:30, they're all getting ready for bed, and they just kind of know that they'll have, the adults will have a little bit of time, at night to just take a breather, because having 3 kids is a lot, especially 3 young kids is a lot, but it definitely helps the kids and it helps the adults as well. What's the difference between routines and schedules? According to allthingswithpurpose.com, a schedule is generally a timed plan. Routines are regular habitual procedures. Now, this is not just a belief that I have regarding routines, but let's see what the research says about routines. From an article from Piedmont Healthcare, according to a study by researchers at Tel Aviv University, predictable, repetitive routines are calming and help reduce anxiety. They'll also help you take control of your day and subsequently your life. So for that full article, I'll link it in the description below. How can you build routines into your day? My tip for that is just start out small, continue to do something small every day. So if that's, wake up and have breakfast, no matter if it's during quarantine, virtual learning, regular, in-school learning, making sure that, we all as a family have breakfast together could be a part of your routine, or making sure that every night we read a book before bed. It's part of your routine. I would suggest to start small and work your way up. So for us, our non-negotiables are the bedtime stories, are getting dressed and having breakfast. And their school, though they're going back to school, it's a small school, a very small school. And though they're going back, breakfast has never been provided by their school. So part of our routine is making sure that everyone gets breakfast. Now, I do want to say that if you are not used to routines, it's okay. No judgment here. This is just things that I've found that helps me with 3 kids survive and keep my mental sanity. So So if routines are new to you, just start small. You don't have to, plan out and schedule out your whole day, or try to incorporate all these new routines at one time. That's not going to go over well for you or for the kids. So I would just say start out small, a few routines at a time. I would actually say no more than 3 new routines introduced at a time. Another helpful tip with routines is to allow your kids to have independence within that routine. So if that is, brushing their own teeth, after their showers at night, or if that's helping to set the table for breakfast in the morning, and it age appropriate, right? So like for Corey, who is, 2, though she doesn't know how to put on her shoes all the way, she can get her shoes out the closet. So in the morning time, with our morning routine, I will say to her, okay guys, let's go get our shoes on, and everybody goes to the closet and they get their shoes out. And it just kind of helps with, the flow of the morning. As part of our morning routine is just to have them help out as much as possible. That way I'm able to come in when I can, provide an opportunity to, have a teachable moment. Okay, put your thumb in the back of the shoe, pull it up, things like that. It allows for less stress, a less stressful environment, less anxiety, especially in the morning, is very calming and is very helpful. Instead of like everyone running around trying to this one's trying to put shoes on and this one's trying to finish breakfast and this one, I just would not be able to thrive in that type of environment, especially in the morning when we're trying to get set for the day and sending them off to school. You don't want to send them off in a rushed and high anxiety type of environment. So routines help with that. They know that they usually don't put on their shoes until after they eat their breakfast. And so yeah, it's helpful. It's helpful when they know what to expect. So how did routines look in the classroom versus how they look in my parenting? It's actually very similar. I basically, as a teacher, would just set the expectation, basically explain, model, and show what I wanted. And then I would, allow the kids their independence to do so. So with morning attendance in the morning, I would see so many teachers waste so much time taking attendance. And once I turned it over to the kids and had them, I made attendance very independent in my classroom. So something that I saw on Pinterest, I took a baking sheet. I took a baking sheet and I put magnetic magnets. I put magnets with each student's numbers, and I divided the cooking sheet in half. So it was I think it said literally here or in attendance on one side and out on the other. And so as the students came in, they put their magnet, which was numbered. Every student had a number based on their alphabetical order on my roster, and they would just move their clip over. And when everyone was in and it was time for me to submit the attendance, I just looked over at my cookie sheet on the wall, saw what number was still, what number wasn't checked in yet. And that's how I knew that that person was not in the class. And so that routine of coming in, check in, move your number over, and then unpack for the day was so helpful. And it saved me time. It saved the substitutes time. And so just kind of building in those moments where not only is it a routine, but it's a routine that they have some independence in as well was so helpful. So how does that correlate to, my parenting routine is same thing. When they come in from school in the afternoon, they know it is straight to take your shoes off, put your shoes in the closet, hang up your jackets, wash your hands. Wash your hands, use the bathroom. That is how we enter into our home every day after school. Actually, every time we come inside the house. So if they're playing outside, they know that's part of their routine. And it helps so much because I can have a clear sight on all the kids at the same time. Now, once they have their, once they're done washing their hands and they have their free time, then yes, one kid might be upstairs, one kid is in the playroom, one kid is on my hip. Yeah, then that will happen. But to know that they know their routines is so helpful. Okay, so I don't want to go on a rant, but build routines into your day. So for the parents that, have a child that might not go to sleep until very late at night, start with, like I said, start small. And what I would do is try to, especially initially, you have to be consistent. So initially around 7:30, dinner. Or if that's too late in your opinion, push it up. But for the purposes of my example, 7:30, it's eating. After that, always, bedtime. After bedtime, put on some calming music, like some instrumental, baby music. You can even search that on like iTunes or whatnot. Put that on like an iPad or something, whatever device that you're not using anymore, and put that on a low volume in their room. Read a book to them, turn off the lights, exit the room, tell them, it's time for bed. Say our prayers, wish them good night, give kisses, exit the room. Do this consistently, right? And you'll start to have, a child that is no longer staying up till, 11, 12 a.m., especially for the parents that are doing virtual learning. And I know it's a lot easier to have a bit more flexibility in your day, especially when they're home, but allowing a nighttime routine like that, or building one in, or starting a nighttime routine, not only helps them get more sleep, which is, healthier for them, especially the younger ones, but it will also give you some mommy time. That's when I do my wind downs, when they are in their bed. And it just kind of gives you some time to just decompress from everything for the day. And those moments really add up. They really matter. So, take some time to build in. If nothing else, my suggestion would be to have a morning routine and also have a nightly routine done around the same time every day, and to just build that consistency. And I think you'll definitely begin to see some moments in your day where you can have that time for, mommy and daddy time, or mommy time, or just that time, or whatever. I think it will be very, very helpful. So I thought it would be really fun if I took the camera and went around and asked the people of my household what the routines are, just to see if they even know that, that's what it's like called and what we do. So I'm gonna clip in some clips of me kind of interviewing the kids and seeing from their point of view why routines are helpful. And so we'll see what I get. Hi, Chase.
Hi, Mom.
Can I ask you some questions?
Sure.
Okay. Do you know what routines are?
No. Can you tell me?
Sure. So routines are the procedures that you do over time.
Like the stuff that when I was one that I did?
Well, more like things that we do every day. So like when you come home from school, what's the first thing that mommy asks you to do every day?
Put on my jacket, put my shoes away, wash my hands, and I usually eat snack or I go downstairs.
Very good. So those are routines, so things that you do like every day. And do you think routines are helpful?
Oh, yes, I think they are.
Why? Let me get your opinion. Why do you think routines are helpful?
I like knowing what I have to do.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Hi, Chance.
Hi.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah?
Okay. Do you know what routines are?
Yeah.
What's a routine?
S for when you didn't go to school, you have to.
Okay, can I help you out?
Yes.
Okay, so routines are something that you do every day, right? So for example, when you come home from school, you take your shoes off and you go wash your hands every day. That's part of our routine.
Okay, but Mom,
I was still talking. I was still talking. That's part of your routine for when you enter the house in the afternoon. So, what's your favorite routine that you have at home?
I love to take off my shoes. I love to wash my hands for 30 seconds, and then I love to wash doors.
Okay, and do you think it is helpful that you have routines?
Yeah.
You think it's helpful?
Yeah.
And what do you think would happen if we did not have routines?
You're gonna get an accident.
You might have an accident?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, maybe. Thank you.
You are gonna.
So parents, let me know in the comments below, what are your thoughts on routines? Do you think they're restricting? Do you find it helpful? I'd love to chat with you. Let me know. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give me some feedback on things that you like, things that you didn't like, how I can make this experience better for you. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I will see you next week.